are thrilled to welcome Canadian national team member Diana Matheson to the Coors side seats. And Diana is still suffering from a toe injury she obtained last year. So let's just get a quick shot of that. Look at that cast.
That's the first ever cast in the Coors side seats.
A small toe injury. You can tell by the size of my knee-length cast.
How is this? I'm no doctor, but
Yeah.
how is a small toe injury
I'm not sure if the cast team was given all the information, because it does go, it goes up to my knee and my toe is barely covered, and that was the bit that was operated on, so I'm not sure.
And this is pretty fresh. This is only 10 days. That's not even your permanent cast yet.
Yeah, I'll get a new shiny one this week.
Did you go to a real doctor?
I went to a very good doctor here in Toronto. Yeah.
Okay.
So you will obviously not be competing in the World Cup, which has to be somewhat disappointing, but you're working for TSN. That kind of makes up for it.
I got to be here.
That's exciting. Is this something you've wanted to do? Have you wanted to get into broadcasting?
It hasn't really been a dream of mine. It's always kind of been on the radar for later, and then later came a bit abruptly this time around, but I'm looking forward to it for sure. I get to work with two other former teammates, Caitlin Kyle and Claire Rustad, and I get to watch all the games, and I plan on getting TSN to fly me to the final when Canada makes it there. So.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of Canada, how are we feeling? They go in ranked 5th. That's their highest ranking going into a World Cup, right?
Yes.
How are we feeling?
I feel very good, not just because I'm Canadian, obviously, and very, very, very biased, but we've got a great mix of veteran players. You've got your Christine Sinclairs, Desiree Scott, Sophie Schmitz, and then you have such a talented younger group now in Kadisha Buchanan, Ashley Lawrence, Jessie Fleming, who themselves have already been in a World Cup, so they have experience too now. You
mentioned Kadisha and Jessie. Could you see this World Cup as a bit of a changing of the guard, so to speak? I know I don't mean to rush you out the door.
Yeah.
You know, but is that sort of how you're seeing it too?
Yeah, it is. They're at the prime age to kind of take over the team and really be those impactful players, especially, I'm biased again as a midfielder, but the midfielders, Jessie Fleming, someone like that, even Jordan Huitema coming off the bench as a forward scoring some goals. Those guys can be the difference for this tournament.
When Canada plays in a World Cup game, how will you watch? How will you be able to contain your emotions knowing that, yeah, I should be there?
I don't know. You guys are going to have to watch because I'm going to be on camera before the game.
We'll have a camera on you as
they
you're
will, for
I'm
sure.
going to lose it. If Canada wins, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to be bawling on camera for sure.
But at the same time, are you the kind of person who can just watch as a fan, or are you going to be picking apart everything that they're doing on the field? Like, are you going to be really picking it apart?
I think I'm getting paid to pick it apart this time. But that's kind of my inclination anyways. I would usually watch, see tactically where we're supposed to be, what we should be doing. So yeah, I think I'll have that eye on the game.
Who should Canada be most worried about?
The U.S. always, our rivals are ranked #1, the favorite again, and then Germany and France are probably the other top 2 favorites.
Christine Sinclair, 3 goals away from Abby Wambach, which is it's pronounced Wambach, by the way.
We were told that when we worked in the States,
That's so annoying. Anyway, how significant would this be for her to tie? She's going to pass her, right, in this World Cup?
She's not just going to tie it.
She's going to leapfrog past her in this World Cup. From just the influence that she's had on a generation of soccer players.
It's honestly, there aren't words to describe how incredible it is for a Canadian to break that record. Like, Americans have held it. The U.S. have been ranked #1 forever. They play way more games than us. They blow out teams 7-8-0. Like, Canada has been probably a 12 to 6 ranked team since entire career. We score 1 or 2 goals a game, and she's just chipped away for 15 years. And for her to hold this record soon, it's just incredible. I mean, it's unbelievable for Canadians.
Christine Sinclair's impact can be best seen. There was a video that went viral. I think it was in Ottawa. A girl was driving with her parents, and they surprised her with tickets to a Team Canada game. She started bawling. I started bawling watching it. That's the impact she has on young soccer players.
And grown-ups. I've been with Sink just on the street, and I've seen grown women kind of see her and then do a double take and like physically react to seeing Sink.
We've met before. This was many years ago, 2012. Dan and I were finishing up our run on the Craft Celebration Tour. And we were in Trenton, CFB Trenton. And this is you and I on stage, I believe after we'd done the show.
It looks photoshopped, but that is not Photoshop.
You are 5 feet?
I am.
Even 5 feet tall?
Slightly above.
Slightly above 5 feet. And
And I'm wearing the same pants.
And you're wearing the
That's
same
what I
pants.
think.
Hey, if you got a great pair of pants, you don't get rid of
You
them.
don't throw them out. You don't throw them out.
They're,
don't get rid
they're
of
the only
pants.
pants that go over my cast, so I have to wear them now.
At the time, I guess my question is, how sweaty was I?
I remember you guys, my first impression was you are very tall. And my second impression was you are very sweaty because it was a hot day.
It
and you
was.
guys were in full suits.
And we were
I had a t-shirt on.
dancing and
Yeah.
singing and
I need to laminate that picture because whenever Jay's not with me and people say, how tall is he? I should just pull that out.
There
and
you
say,
go, reference,
Here.
yeah.
There you go.
yeah. Well, that could be
Thanks.
the next holiday gift for you.
Thanks for inviting me to get in the picture, guys.
Yeah.
Why weren't you in the...
I'm not sure what happened.
Okay.
It wouldn't show the height as well, I don't think.
Ah.
That's why.
Well, Diana, this has been great. What do you think of your experience at TSN so far?
So far, so good. Should we do like a weekly thing?
Yes.
As the World Cup goes on?
Yes, swing
Yes,
by.
can you come
Update
out
you?
each week and you tell us like the most
Give me a
interesting
lowdown.
things you saw?
Yeah.
Perfect.
All the stuff I'm not allowed to say at the other desk, I'll come say here.
Yes. Well, that's kind of how this place works.
Perfect.
Yeah.
This
All
is
right.
your safe zone.
Okay. Don't tell anyone.
Thanks very much, Diana.